Friday! You made it, Living Waters. We did it. It's Friday. We're turning on this wonderful Friday to 1 Peter chapter 5. 1 Peter 5. Verse 5, actually. Right? This is a discussion. He's actually talking to the elders and then the flock, right? So some churches are still set up this way, but I think this is just a good model to understand, people perhaps that are more experienced in the faith and people that are newer to the faith. We need to work together. We need to teach one another. That's how the faith's passed down, right? I don't want to say ages because there are people who are newer in the faith that are older, and people who have been in the faith for a long time who aren't that old. So I would say has stronger understandings. Don't judge a book by its cover. And so when we don't know what to do and we have faith, there's a part of that 1 Peter lifts up that I think we'd be remiss not to mention without getting, before this week's over. So, he goes older and younger. Classic. But I would continue in the second half of verse 5. Clothe yourselves with humility towards one another. God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on him, because God cares for you. Okay? Humility. Humbling ourselves. I think a lot of the times when we don't know what to do, the hardest part, we've talked about reaching out to others and having conversations, talked about praying to God. We talked about bringing the family together, making decisions together. We talked about consulting the paraclete, right, the advocate, people, experts in our lives, people that help us make informed decisions. I think the biggest part that gets in the way is our own pride. Right? We don't like to admit we don't know. We don't like to say, I don't know where my life's headed. We want to say we're strong, we have it together, we know what we're doing. I don't need to ask for directions. I go to the Home Depot, I will never ask where anything is. I will spend 20 minutes trying to find the thing that I could ask someone and found in 5 seconds, right? Come on. This is classic. And so Peter is cognizant to recognize, whether you are young or old, whether you are new or experienced in the church or in faith, there will be times where we won't know what to do. And asking for help, whether it's to God or to others in our community or beyond, it takes some humility. But God favors humility. When we're humble, it gives God opportunities to work in our life. That's worth it. Right? Cast all your anxieties on God because God cares for you. God can take it. God's ready and willing, in fact. We're going to let our pride get in the way? Come on. Again, I'll use myself at the Home Depot. Imagine what I could do with those 15 minutes that I completely, 18 minutes that I completely waste looking for something. If I just would ask somebody, I could make another coffee video. I could. Who knows what God could have me do that time, right? Don't let your pride get in the way. Let's be humble in our approach, in asking and praying to God when we don't know. It's okay to admit we don't know. Nobody has it all together. Nobody knows everything, okay? There's not one person who is infallible. They all have moments we don't know what we're doing. Especially right now. A lot of us are going through that. So let's just be honest. Honesty, humility, truth, all things that Jesus embodied as well. If God can do it, we can do it. All right. I humbly send you off to your weekend. Have a good one. I'll see you on Sunday. Thanks for being with us.